Why is there even an anime adaptation of this shit? Like, where did they even find the money and interest to say this is a good idea? Oh. Hey, this is Jay, your everything anime senpai. While the world is freaking out on the Spider-Man trailer, your boy is watching the World End Harem official trailer. I need to get a life. So as you can tell from the title of the video, I have just watched the World End Harem official trailer, and all I can say is, I can't believe this is not hentie. Like, this is just clearly another borderline trashy hentie aimed for degenerates like you and me. I mean, this just clearly blurs the line between what is accepted as an quote-unquote anime, like actual anime, and what is a hentie. And to be fair, it's already quite blurry, to be honest. And just by watching the trailer of this show, it gives me all the information that I need to say that they really are going balls hard on this one. If someone would send me a screenshot of any of these scenes, I would totally believe that's from a hentie, without a doubt. Not to mention, the story is clearly shaping to be a very good hentie. So let's talk about World End Harem. Now, for those who haven't heard of the World End Harem yet, save yourselves. It's based on a manga with the same name, written by Link and illustrated by 𝓗𝓮𝓷𝓽𝓪𝓲, which started serializing way back in May 2016 in Shonen Jump Plus. The World End Harem is set on the year 2045 in a post-apocalyptic world where 99% of men are gone, which is caused by a virus called MK or Man Killer Virus that only affects, well, men and kills them off 100%. Well, let's make that 99%. We follow Rito Mizuhara, who prior to the MK outbreak was suffering from a rare illness and was put into a cryostasis to cure him up, which luckily also saves him from the impending MK outbreak. He eventually wakes up 5 years later in the aftermath of the virus and learn the state of the world where only he is currently the only living man alive. And as the only living man alive in a world where pretty much all the women wants to get down and busy, he is treated like a living treasure and tasked to repopulate the world. Japan. Sounds easy for Rito, right? Well, you see, before going to cryostasis, Rito confessed to his childhood friend Elisa and made a promise to wait for each other until he wakes up again. But mysteriously, Rito can't find any news about Elisa's whereabouts after he wakes up. Now it's a battle for the future of humanity and Rito's dick not wanting to NTR his girlfriend as they find a cure and uncover the secrets about the virus and what its true origins are. Now, as someone who has read the manga completely and is quite well versed on this kind of story premise, like, believe me, there's an isekai version of this shit. Like, I certainly know what's coming for the anime and for the shitstorm that the community will be set on upon the release of this anime. And I tell you, when the manga gets too sexual, they literally go sexual, alright. As the title of the anime suggests, it's totally just another weeb's wet dream to make this into a manga and be adapted into an anime. The story clearly tackles one of the greatest questions of every lonely degenerate weeb who basically wants to experience some love and affection. What if I'm the only man alive? Will I finally get a harem? Write that down! This is certainly just another guilty pleasure trashy anime for someone who wants to dive into just a bit of culture, I would say. In terms of the story, well, in the manga, as absurd as the premise of it gets, tries to take itself a bit seriously, and I mean too seriously to be exact. Certain points of the story deeply dives into the whole quote-unquote humanity's only hope that its execution falls into a downward spiral. Like, look, as much as I want to take the story seriously, you just can't deny how absurd some of the scenes are. Like, it's literally trying to be edgy and controversial for Twitter to pick up on once the anime gets released. The story is well put up in the idea of repopulating the world for like the first half of the manga, and threw that off away entirely in the last half and forces you to think and care for the characters that are just plain ass boring and forgettable. Like, get that shit out of here. Clearly, if you watch this anime, you certainly aren't looking for a great story. I highly doubt that. You're mostly in for all the cultured stuff, and that's probably the only redeeming factor of what's coming in the anime really. You want vanilla creamy ecchi anime? Well, it has a ton, alright. Would I say it's the best I've seen? Certainly no, but it does its job, and I guess that's a point to expect for the anime if adapted faithfully from the manga. Like, would you really just watch this for the ecchi? If you go back 5 years ago, would never believe anybody who would say there's gonna be an official anime adaptation of these ecchi mangas that clearly should only be read in your room in the most private part of your house as possible. But Japan was like, no, 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 we want the world to know how horny and main we really are, and you're going to like it. Then starts releasing anime adaptation from basically every ecchi/hentie manga cast they could ever find. At this point, it's not a matter of how they would animate this basically a hentie manga into an anime. Like Redo of the Healer proves that it can be done, even Hexeros did the same, and Goblin Slayer proves that no matter what hellfire Twitter throws at ya, you can still be successful and have a movie and another season coming out. And let's not forget interspecies reviews and hundreds of anime more that are supposed to be in the R18 section but are labeled as
anime.
Now, it's not literally a hentie, I know that, but it's kinda is really. It's probably just gonna be another softcore ecchi anime shit, but it's hentie, it's clearly hentie, you can't change my mind around that. But would I watch it? Should you watch it? Well, as much of a degenerate I am, would you really spend 20 minutes of your time watching this shit? Just go watch an actual hentie really, you aren't missing out in a lot. But if you really want to fill in the void that Redo of Healer left out in your heart, in other words, if you're just looking for something degenerately appropriate for the time being, knock yourself out. With that said, we are currently on 250 subs, yay! Thank you for all the subs. I didn't expect my content could reach out to anyone really, so I highly appreciate the support and all, especially for those who commented on my previous video. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it a lot. Now, thank you for watching. Comment down below on what you think about World End Harem. Would you watch it or not? Let me know, and please like and subscribe to this cultured channel. I upload on a weekly basis, so keep an eye for my videos every week, and make sure to turn on the notification button to get notified as soon as I upload another video. This is Jay, your everything degenerate senpai. Bye bye.